Queens, welcome back to the final part of my Barbell Training Series. Today I'm showing you a full body 2-day split workout. Day 1 is going to focus on upper body and day 2 is all about building lower body strength and glutes. This plan is all about strength, structure, and making the most of your time under the bar. Alright, so let's go and get into day 1. These compound movements in day 1 are great for building strong arms, chest, and back. So we start off with the barbell bench press, which you guys know, this is one of my new favorite upper body exercises. It actually hits your chest, your arms, and even works a little bit of your back. So you definitely want to implement this into your upper body routine. When doing this exercise, you really want to focus on breathing, and you also want to focus on your form because you can definitely hurt your shoulders if you are not properly aligned. So after barbell, I go straight into my bicep curls. Now I am doing the barbell bicep curls, but I do warm up with dumbbells. You want to choose a lightweight and just do a few reps to warm up your biceps so you're not straining too much when you get to the bar. So a few tips, or a tip for the barbell bicep curl, you want to make sure to keep your elbows tucked in, and you also want to keep control of the bar because you do not want to overextend because you can definitely pull a muscle, and pulled muscles are no fun. So with the bicep curl, like I told you guys, I don't do too many because I'm not a fan of them. I actually don't even do them anymore. I just do bicep curls with the dumbbells. Next, we're going to actually go into the Barbell Bent-Over Row, which is my second favorite back exercise. With these, again, you want to make sure you focus on your form because you can definitely hurt your back. So now that day 1 is out of the way, guys, we are going straight into day 2, which is everyone's favorite lower body and glutes day. So I'm going to start off with some lightweight squats. And as you can see in this video, I'm actually just practicing on my depth as well as my core engagement and heel drive. Like I told you guys, I was having issues with stability, so I use this as a way to mentally connect with my body to make sure I am doing this exercise in proper form. So after a few reps of squats, we go into our second exercise, which is going to be my favorite lower body exercise on the barbell, which is the hip thrust. Here in the video, you see me actually doing a few reps of single leg on my right leg. This is due to, for some reason, I never feel it activated whenever I start my lower body days. So I actually always have to give it like a little extra pump compared to the other leg. So you always want to warm up with a light weight. This exercise is no different than any other. You definitely want to focus on form. So with the hip thrust, one thing you want to make sure to do is when you get to the top, you want to make sure to tilt your pelvis in so you can definitely actually feel it in your glutes. If not, you're going to feel a lot of your quads and your hamstrings working compared to your glutes. Alright, so I'm going into my second set here. I do stretch in between sets just due to, you guys, I told you I do have that issue. And again, I still don't know, I'm not sure, it's a muscle, I'm still not sure which muscle it is. Alright, so this time we are going heavier. This time you can definitely tell I'm using a lot more power than strength if you focus on my range of motion and my tempo. This one I did try to do the 8-8-8 method, and absolutely not. I don't see how they do it. I can't do it. go. We're going straight into the RDLs. This one is a must. If you want to grow your hamstrings and your glutes, you cannot leave this out of your routine. It has to be in your workout. I don't care where, how many times a week, it definitely has to be in there. And again, on this one, if you watch my previous lower body on barbell, I do explain in there on the hinge form. It's very, very important. A lot of people do this exercise and they say they feel it in their lower back, but you have to focus on the form. And I will say with RDLs, you really, really have to engage your core. You have to keep it tight the entire time. So we are almost done with the workout. I am done with all the compound moves and I'm moving into my accessories. So this one, I was just trying something different because I was bored with the accessories I was doing. So I decided to grab a kettlebell. This one is medium to heavy weight. No, I'm gonna say medium. For me, this is a medium weight. So I decided to do this exercise elevated. I'm not sure if I would recommend you guys do it elevated. I was not feeling it in a muscle group I wanted to. I was feeling it a lot more in my quads rather than my hamstrings and glutes, which is where I was intending to feel it. But I went ahead and finished out the exercise on both legs anyway. I did perform it later on a different leg day without the step up, and that's when I actually felt it in my glutes. So don't use the step up, guys. The step up is unnecessary. You do not need it. Simply do this exercise on the floor. Trust me, you're gonna feel it and you're gonna thank me for it later. So we are right at the end and I'm going into my finisher, and it is the glute hyperextension, not the hyperextension, the glute hyperextension. The difference is, if you see, I put my lower half in a already hinged state with my knees bent. I do not do it with my legs straight, never have. I probably never will. I don't know, I just probably never will. I really love doing it this way. If you guys haven't tried it, if you do have issues with doing the hyperextension and you feel it in your lower back, or you just don't feel it at all, definitely try it this way. It actually helped me. All right, and then I finish off the weighted ones with some body weights, and I do this for 2 to 3 sets, and then we call it a day. All right, thanks for watching, guys.